break within their ranks. What's it up to now?
14.
Like 14 players and coaches. Okay, and it seems like it's rising by the report. It's just going up and up.
Right.
Okay, so the odds are that there was one player who broke the rules. One player said, I'm not going to let this change how I live my life.
Right.
I'm going to go to the club on Saturday night or wherever you might go that's going to be a gathering. And I know you're supposed to wear a mask, but come on, a man has to have some fun in his life. I'm not going to wear a mask.
Right.
I'm going to go eat with my friends, and I'm not going to, because it's pretty hard to wear a mask while you're eating, right?
Right.
So somebody broke the rules and said, I'm going to live my life the way I want to live it.
Correct.
Well, to the point you want to risk killing somebody else? Because
Exactly.
here's what's going to happen. The fallout from this is it could wreck the Marlins, could ruin the rest of their season.
Could wreck baseball.
Could wreck baseball. And if any of the other infected players have been around their elderly relatives, their grandmother or their grandfather, and they have predetermined conditions, or obviously pre-existing conditions.
Skipper, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Marlins. Now, but guess what? It had a ripple effect. The Yankees have had to cancel because they were going to be in the same dugout as the Marlins that just played the Phillies. So now that is canceled. You see the ripple effect that this could possibly have? Imagine if you get a team, Skip, and they played a team the week before, and 14 players and coaches test positive.
Okay, so the NBA has a chance because they have a little shorter season left and they can confine themselves to what is called a bubble in Orlando. And a few players don't want to play by the rules, and if you don't, you get fined days. You have to obviously be quarantined a number of days. We've talked about Lou Williams. We're going to talk about him again in just a minute here on the show. But he violated a bond with his teammates and with the league. He went to Atlanta. And he went to a restaurant. We'll call it a restaurant for now. We'll get into that in just a minute. But the point is, you can't do that. So here we go. Camps are opening around your league, the National Football League. And I want to make one point that the NFL has a huge advantage over basketball and baseball and soccer and anything else you want to throw in there. Golf, for that matter. The NFL has a built-in ability to wear a shield. Now, it's an accessory to the helmet that you obviously must wear to play football. And some players, probably including you, would not love wearing a shield over your face.
Well, Skip, I had to wear one year. I fractured my eye socket.
And you did not love it.
I did not love it.
Because it's harder to breathe.
Because I'm in a down stance. Sweat's dripping down. It's fogging up. And so it's getting, you know, I'm having to have a towel and constantly wipe it. But you get used to it. And I guess they're going to try to have the shield that comes all the way down.
Well, at least you got a chance. You got a better chance to stop flying spittle, any kind of droplets that get airborne. They're going to hit your mask. They're going to hit your shield. And they're not going to go in your eyes or up your nose or in your mouth, Robbie. Okay, so at least you got a shot in football. A lot of linemen already wear the shield.
They do.
Okay, so it's going to be no problem for them. And I get it that they're concerned, but I think on the field won't be as big a problem as off the field. Because everybody's going to say, well, I guess we were really careful. I love what Patrick Mahomes said about their facility. It's airtight. We're proud of what we're doing here at Fox, as you point out. And I'm sure the Chiefs facility feels the same way. It feels airtight. But to your point, at 9 a.m., you're going to be right out the door, and I don't know where you're going to go. And I have to trust you as my teammate that you're going to make good decisions all day. And I do believe you're going to make good decisions because you realize the gravity of what we're up against here, that there are certain rules that they're not that hard to follow. That, like Dr. Fauci has said again and again, if I could get everybody in this country to wear a mask for 2 straight weeks, I'm talking about everybody to wear a mask everywhere, he said we'd have this thing on the run. We would reverse the trend. Well, okay. Can we? Can you know, when you go places, do you wear a mask? I believe you wear a mask.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Do you know the rules that you got to keep sanitizing your hands, and you, under no circumstances, especially when you're out in public, you cannot touch your face because you're going to probably get. Do you think you've had some COVID on your hands?
I'll
bet you have.
I mean.